You worked 11 hours yesterday. You answered every email. You sat through 2 meetings and read 3 papers and ran an experiment that didn't work. And when your head hit the pillow, you felt exactly what you felt the night before, feeling behind. That is not a discipline problem. That is a busy versus effective problem. And I want to show you exactly why it happens and the system that finally fixed it for me. If you've ever finished a 12-hour day in lab and can name one thing that moved your thesis forward, this video is for you. I'm handing you 2 tools today, a time frame called the 12-week year, and a goal-setting method I built that I call H.A.C.K, H-A.C.K. Hi, I'm Lydia J. I'm a Dartmouth PhD in Biomedical Engineering, an NSF grant awardee, and a current UVA postdoc. Let's get into it. Welcome to Kingdom-Minded PhD Scientists. Maybe you know this feeling. You sit down Monday with a full week ahead, and some quiet voice tells you there's plenty of time. 12 weeks until the conference deadline, 8 months until your defense. So today the low-stakes task win, like the email or the one more paper that you read, or the tab you have had open for 3 days. And here is what nobody tells you in year 1. Time and energy are not renewable, but you treat them like they are, like there is always more where that came from. But there is not. Every hour on a task that does not move your thesis is an hour you do not get back. That is not just a productivity question. This is a stewardship question. How you are spending time and energy, you are only ever given a finite amount of. And most of us know that logically. So if we know it, why do we still postpone the thing that actually matters? Because postponing is not usually laziness. It is fear, of 2 kinds specifically. The first is fear of facing the truth. Run the analysis today, and you might find out your hypothesis doesn't hold. Send that draft to your advisor, and you might get feedback that means starting over. As long as you don't do the thing, you do not have to know. The second is fear of the unfamiliar, doing something that stretches you past what is comfortable. Writing a section you've never written before, or presenting for the very first time, or learning a new method because your usual one will not work here. Comfort zones do not just feel safe, they feel productive even when they're not. This is not about work ethic. This is about fear disguised as busyness. And underneath the fears is something more foundational. Most of us have the order backwards. We think we're what we produce. Publish and you are a real researcher. You miss a deadline and then you're behind, or worse, you're not cut out for this. But you have to remember you are a human being before a human doing. Your worth was never actually sitting inside your output. Academia just trains you to forget that fast. There's this concept from my favorite entrepreneur, Myron Golden, called be to have, and this explains exactly why so many of us stay stuck. Most people tend to run it backwards. Once I have the PhD, I will finally do the things competent researchers do, and then I'll be a real scientist. Have, then do, then be. But it actually works the opposite way. You have to be the person first, the researcher who documents findings honestly, who ships imperfect drafts, who treats a null result as data instead of failure. And from that identity, you do the actions that person does. They have, the publications, the grants, the degree is simply the natural result of consistent being than doing. And this is internal shift. But identity alone will not outpace deadline pressure and a vague advisor timeline. You need external structure too. That is where the 12-week year comes in. The concept is simple. You treat 12 weeks like a full year. A calendar year is long enough to create the illusion you have plenty of time, but that illusion is exactly what lets false work sneak in. 12 weeks remove that illusion. There is no I'll get serious after falls. There is this block right now and what you do inside it. So here is how you run it from start to finish. Step 1, choose 1 to 3 primary goals for that block. For a PhD student, that might look like complete the statistical analysis for AIM 2, submit 1 fellowship application, and draft the introduction chapter. Step 2, break each goal into weekly milestones. Finishing AIM 2's analysis in 12 weeks might mean, week 3 is a clean and quality control of the data set. Week 6 is run the primary statistical analysis, and by week 9 is generate the final figures. Step 3, break each week into daily action tactics, the specific tasks that you do Monday through Friday that ladders up to the week's milestone. Step 4, Score your execution rate each week, not your results, but your execution. Did you do the actions you committed to? Yes or no? That is separate from whether the experiment worked, because you're building a habit of following through, not a habit of only showing up when the outcome looks good. Step 5. Hold yourself accountable to the process, out loud to someone else, and send your weekly score to accountability partner, even on the weeks it is low. And here's one more piece that makes the whole thing hold. Categorize your time so busy work cannot hide in your calendar anymore with 3 kinds of blocks. You have buffer blocks for email, admin, and small tasks that would otherwise eat your focus time. We have breakout block, which is your longest, highest focus stretches, reserved only for your primary goals actions. You have phone away, tabs closed. And then lastly, you have your free time protected on the calendar, just like the work is, because rest that is not scheduled rarely happens. Okay, now you have the time frame, but inside the frame, here's how you set goals that actually hold up. This framework is called H.A.C.K. 4 letters, and so there's 4 layers to this. H stands for habits, what you do in a repeated, non-negotiable rhythm. For a STEM PhD student, it could be 90 minutes of deep work on your manuscript, 5 mornings a week before email is even open. Habits are not what you do when you feel like it. They're what you do because you decided once and stop renegotiating every morning. A is for actions, the specific steps that move your primary goal forward, running that missing control experiment, drafting the discussion section, submitting the conference abstract. Actions are not vague. If you cannot point to a deliverable at the end of the day, that was not action, that was just motion. Is for constraints, what you're deliberately not doing for this goal's sake. No new side projects this block. No saying yes to a collaboration that's not directly tied to your dissertation. No opening of your emails before a deep work block is done. Constraints sound restrictive, but in practice, they're the only thing that protects your breakout blocks from death by 1,000 small yeses. K is for KPIs, the number that tells you whether it's working. An example KPI is 2 completed manuscript sections by week 6, 4 analysis runs logged by week 4. If you cannot measure it, you cannot score it. And if you cannot score it, you will default to feelings, and feelings will always tell you that you are behind. A plan only works if it's actually a good plan, one that protects your long-term capacity so you do not burn out by week 4 while still producing short-term results you can point to. 5 qualities make that possible. 1. Be specific and measurable. Not write more, but like dropped 300 words 3 days a week. 2. It should be framed positively. Instead of don't miss more than 1 session, say hit 90% consistency. Same target, but your brain executes toward a number to hit, not a number to avoid. 3. Be realistic, but it still asks something of you. A stretch past your comfort zone, not a repeat of what you're already doing. 4. Accountability. A lab mate or a writing group or a mentor who knows your KPI and will ask about it Friday. 5. Time bound. Every goal has an end date inside your 12 weeks, not eventually. And here is the shift. Stop measuring your PhD by how busy you are, and start measuring it by whether you executed the actions tied to a goal that actually matters, and set a time frame short enough that later stops being an option. You are not behind because you lack discipline. You are behind because the system you inherited was built for knowledge consumers, not knowledge producers. And a knowledge producer needs a different frame, a different set of goals, and a different definition of a productive day. The 12-week year gives you the frame, the H.A.C.K gives you the goals, and the B2 gives you the identity to sustain both when the results have not caught up to the effort yet. You are a human being before you are a human doing. Your worth does not live inside your output, but your thesis does live inside your system, so build one that works. If you want the 12-week planning template I use for my own thesis blocks, DM me 12-week on my Instagram at lydiapark.phd and I will send it your way. Please subscribe to the channel and share it with another PhD friend if you found real value in what I've shared today. Kingdom-minded PhD scientist is on a mission to make an impact in academia, and I need your help in doing so. See you in the next one. Stay strategic and stay rooted.